Okay, so we are ready to get going here for another week. We're gonna do some more. Oop, that's not what I want to do. Wrong button. We're going to be doing a bit more here for our custom stuff here today. Hopefully we get some sunshine like they're talking, and we can get into either A, our own corn a bit more, or B, possibly even into some soybeans later in the week. But today we're back in the corn. I'm not even sure, probably day 4 I guess now in corn, that kind of thing. So time to have at her. Okay, so we got hopper number 1 done, and things are going good here. Got Dylan driving the other combine for right now, and I'm thinking things will change up here shortly. We will likely get, I'm not sure how we're going to do this yet, but I think Arch is planning on coming out to run 1 combine, so whether Dylan runs 1 and I run 1, I'm not sure yet, so we'll figure that all out here shortly.
Oh, there's so much corn here that we can't unload once. We got it twice on 1 round here, so yep.
Okay, so we did a piece in here that was, I don't know, there's probably about a 5-acre model. We'll see this substantially later. And in there the moisture was way up, but for what these guys are using this for, it's not going to be a big deal. But now that we've done that, one other thing I want to do, I'm just forgetting something, is I want to verify that our sieves are still clean so we're not throwing over, and see where we're at. So my loss monitor was showing that we were up a little bit, and that's why I was just a bit, I'd want to do the cautionary thing and verify where we're at. Sieves actually look really good. But if you're looking right here, what I got some probes actually stuck right on my sensors. So that'll also screw around with my sensitivity a little bit. So I think we're good. I just gotta get those sensors cleaned off, and then we should be rolling, ready to roll. I don't have my drop pan with me, and to be honest with you, it hasn't worked as good for me in corn, just because it's tricky to drop that thing in this hard stubble. I'm just gonna go down here and take a look and see what I can find. Yeah, I definitely got enough going over here. Not huge amounts, but we've got 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's definitely enough. So I'm gonna have to play with this a little bit and see. Dylan's loss monitor was less, so that's okay. So I'm going where Dylan's gone, and here we are definitely less. That's gonna be header loss. Yeah, definitely less. So I'm wondering if, with the yield being what it is, whether I'm just, because I got the 12 row, whether I'm just maybe pushing it too hard. And we also have these pans that we can put in, that I'm wondering whether I should be grabbing that and trying something. So anyway, there's a couple little things I'm going to try. I'm going to try pulling back on the stick. I wouldn't have thought that to be an issue, but if it's not having enough time to fall in there, if it's because of the yield, then that's problematic. So there is a pan that they have for really good corn that the guys will use down in the States, and I'm wondering, we haven't had to do that with our 8-row header, but I am wondering whether we're going to have to do that now. Okay, so the guys are both going to go. We are finding our limiting. This field is yielding really, really well, and again, we haven't combined in corn yielding this well with a 12 row before. So what we're finding now is that our bushels per hour is such that we're having a harder time holding it in the sieves. And so if I slow down, then we have better luck. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna try to get this Cascade pan, try throwing that in, because I think that will help solve our problem. So this is what that Cascade pan looks like. What you're gonna see is the one that's inside that we're taking out. This is all plugged up, so it's just gonna allow more room for the stuff to go in.
Well, guys are out combining. I got the dryer running. Shortly after supper, our wet bin here should be empty. And while the dryer's running, me and Peter are starting to work on our deep tillers. That one we're going to use for anhydrous, and that one we're going to just work in our urea and our S15 for our canola ground. So we're getting both the units ready to go. We're hoping to start tomorrow. I guess we'll see how that all goes. And yeah, hopefully it's dry enough. Most of our land got anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5 inches over the last 10 days, so we're definitely not dry anymore. The dryer seems to be working good. We had a few hiccups the first day. A bunch of growth, you can see on the ground here, was stuck on the bottom of the metering rolls. We cleaned that all out after we realized it, and everything seems to be running good. We got our calves out back. They're a little bit mucky right now, but they're looking all right. So okay, so putting that on, that Cascade pan on, did not seem to do what I was hoping to do. But what I am doing is I'm looking here now, and so I'm looking at the size of our cobs, and they are bigger. So we're gonna try the next thing, which is gonna be opening up our concave, and then opening up our top sieve, and just seeing whether that we can make a difference by doing that. Okay, Peter's busy greasing the quad track. He's greased the whole cultivator already. We got to go over the shovels, make sure that they're all, some of them are worn a lot more than others. So we just got, basically that's all we have left to do is check shovels. And then this unit should be good to go. A few hoses got to get cleaned up. The other one is it will take a lot more work, because that unit we got to make sure all of our hoses for our anhydrous are in place.
So I'm in the grain cart here today, trying to keep Arch and Dylan going. Figured that best just so I could try to keep an eye on how the combines are reacting, and we're finding we're just having to go really slow. The culprit seems to be the corn. It is 34%, which is still fine for putting away. It just makes it a little bit trickier for separating and doing a proper job. So
I saw there's about 20 rows left beside what you and I are on now. So if we each take our current pass, so there should be about 8 left for me. Okay. If there happens to be more than that, then you just take it.
okay, we got field number 1 done here for today. Yep, we're ended up being about 77 acres, and we're just pulling in here and just having some, wondering if the gate's a bit small. Find out here shortly. Combine's one sitting on the driveway, the other one's on the road. and we will see what the scoop is. Looks like we're tight. Right here you can see we're on a bit of a sand dune, so corn burnt up here during summer. The corn in this field is doing quite well, other than these high spots. Right there. Now we're back into the corn again. Really nice corn, really nice corn. Guys are cleaning off the leaves and stuff off the headers, and I am empty, and we got 8,400 bushels, so 8,400 off of this field and 13,000 off of the
Lead the way, Daryl, wherever we're going.
there we go. They want me to go first, so anyway, and 13,000 off the other one gets us 21,000 and just about 21,500. So it's a good day. Lots of combining done here, and we're going to whatever, get ready for another day, I guess, tomorrow. But for now, figure it's time to just call it a day.